Hello everyone, and happy 4th of July. And if you hear some noises in the background, it's either my fan or my cat. Here we go. I will be teaching you today how to identify German visor caps, such as this one right here. This is new to the collection. I've gotten this a couple weeks ago, and because it's, well, of course, a German one, these are very valuable, because anything that is German automatically goes up in value, sometimes down, but very rarely. Now, I will tell you how to identify them. Now, here's the thing though. Remember, here's a little tip actually. You can shine a black light on the inside or outside to see if it's original. Original ones don't glow, replica ones do. This one doesn't glow, meaning it's original. However, this is an NCO's, but you can use this for almost any visor cap. Now, this visor cap could mean multiple things. It could be cavalry, or what I possibly think is German recon, which is very neat since I actually found a recon tunic one time for sale. But I was going to show you how to identify that, since we're not talking about that today. Maybe I'll make a video on that. You can see there's sometimes markings on the inside. This one has been removed or just weathered away. And, of course, you can always check the inside for something. But the black light trick works best. And this is also possibly cavalry. Yes, this is a cavalry cap. I was talking about that the guy owned. However, I have new information on this cap. It's actually not cavalry. It's Panzer. So this flag goes well with this, since this is a Panzer flag. I'm getting off track though. Alright then. So of course you're here to identify caps. So let's talk about the caps, how to identify. One, there's always going to be an eagle most of the time. Always. The only thing that will change is this. Right here. Basically, this will either be something like this, or a skull, or the Luftwaffe version of this. And of course, the eagle changed with the SS version. There is also SA, and many others we can talk about. But right now, I'm going to show you all of them, and best way to know what your cap is. And also, how to identify this piping right here, since this changes on every single cap. Also, you can tell if this is an NCO or officer because of this band. This band will be replaced by something like this. This will go around here, where the band is currently. If you can imagine that in your head, good, but if you can't, I'll put up an image in a couple seconds. Starting about now. Alright, now Wehrmacht, this is your standard, Wehrmacht cap. And there's variations, of course, with different units. This is your Panzer cap, this is your Panzer Recon, this is your Kriegsmarine, this is, I think, an officer's, this is Admiral, and different, ranks. This is my favorite, the Luftwaffe. This is your standard officers, NCO or pilots. This is flak or artillery. Now on to the SS. Again, your standard SS cap. This is your Allgemeine SS cap. Alright, now let me state some stuff right now. Just like, let's say let's just say right now. Just because it has a yellow or gold looking thing does not mean it's a general's cap. Let me say that. So, the Kriegsmarines weren't general's caps at all. They were just standard. However, and if you're mad that I didn't include any of the SS Panzer or any of those caps, I'm sorry, but not quite. A lot of those things are just standard. Now here's the thing though, let me go over the colors of the piping. Of course, you already learned about this one, cavalry or Panzer Recon. And here's the thing though, a lot of these caps I did not include, of course. Like, of course, as I said, the general's cap. I couldn't find a Luftwaffe ground unit cap, and you may be wondering, wait, what? The Luftwaffe had ground infantry? Well, yes, they did, actually. And I also couldn't find a Luftwaffe Panzer cap, and you may be wondering, why the hell would the Luftwaffe have their Panzer division? I'll explain that in a future video, and other stuff. This thing is basically just showing you the caps that they used. This is not really, like, how to, like, what the different piping means, Sally, even though you expected that. I'm sorry. but I can't include them all because this video would go on for hours possibly, because there's so much little intricate details with the piping and stuff. It's actually ridiculous. but at the end of the day, hopefully you learn something from this, hopefully. And the next video will be on something interesting. And I have an Instagram now. Great. You probably already heard about it in the last major video, the winter cap one, which I may remaster. And if you see like a little Vita symbol, I can't do that. Well, basically can't change it, because the editor that I used to use without that, they shorten your videos to only 1 minute now, which is a pain. Or you have to pay $7 monthly or $70 just to have it outright. So it's gonna be a while till I possibly get that editor back, and we will actually possibly be going back to Multi Antiques or reviewing another antique store. However, I don't review a lot of antique stores because I just don't want to bother the people, or they don't give permission. So if I say I'm possibly gonna do a video, that you already know what that means. And I will talk about actually some of the civilian stuff, like the civilian units or whatever, or the police. I did not include those since they're technically paramilitary, I think. But I may do videos on them later, but I know most collectors like to see like the infantry, Air Force, and just the SS, which the SS technically is its own branch or a paramilitary group, but I technically think it's like part of the army or here, Wehrmacht or whatever. But you can argue with me on Instagram or any of my social medias that I have, which is currently only Instagram. Follow me there and you may get a sneak peek of some future videos or just stuff I find. And hopefully you enjoyed. There may be a video coming out in a couple weeks, but don't count on it since I'm going to be very busy. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe so I can possibly get some cash, maybe, to help the experience, to get some experience, and also get a better editor. Again, thank you for watching, and maybe I'll see you guys next week. Bye.